Hi everyone, welcome to the Facebook live session on ET Now. I'm Avanne Dubash and I'll be summing up the markets for you. If you've got any questions or comments, do feel free to send them across. Comment, share and like this video. Well, for the equity markets today, I think the big factor would have definitely been what emerged over the weekend. Election results, and I think the market is looking for some sort of a conclusive direction on that front. So the fact that we did not manage to did manage to sustain around the 10,800 mark is a big positive key for the equity markets. So for the Nifty, we were just about flat, but 10,800 was definitely sustained. For the Sensex, up about 21 points, we were at about 35,500 levels. That's where we shut shop. Quite a different story when it came to the broader end of the market, and that perhaps revealed the true sentiment. There was a deep underperformance. The mid and the small cap indices were pretty much hammered out of shape. Just let's run you through then some of the stocks that managed to come under that managed to hold out and trade today. NTPC was a smart gainer in the session. You had something like Dr. Reddy's as well as SBI. All of those stocks shone in trade today. SBI was very active in the trading session. BPCL, IndusInd Bank, Power Grid, those were some of the outperformers in the trading session. On the downside though, Titan struggled. You had something like a Z Entertainment which was under pressure. Tata Motors as well as M&M were in reverse gear, and something like an Indiabulls Housing Finance as well as Eicher Motors were struggling in trade today. As I said, it was the broader end of the market that really saw a lot of selling pressure kick in, and you had quite a few stocks as well from that basket that did come under pressure. But some of the outliers and some of the stocks from the broader end of the market that did manage to buck the trend, well, that included Sun TV, that was fairly active today, and largely on account of a very extraordinary set of numbers. So on pretty much all parameters it delivered, be it profit growth, the top line growth came in well above what the street was expecting, margins were very healthy, ad revenue growth, subscription revenues, all got big thumbs up. Parag was active in trade today, something like Praj Industries, that too stood out in the trading session. Gujarat Gas was upbeat today. You had something like a Phoenix Mills, which was in the limelight on the upside, Edelweiss Financial. Those stocks were all active in the trading session today. How will the market behave due to the Karnataka elections? Well, when we have more clarity on the same, I think the general belief is that if we were to see the BJP take power, that we would see the markets react quite positively, and that would give some sort of a key direction in terms of the markets on the upside. Could see steam pick up. It's not a big event, but yes, indeed, it is going to be crucial for market momentum. A question coming in on NBCC. Well, a lot of these stocks are in focus, and it has been quite an outperformer. I think order wins, etc. All of that would be fairly crucial for this company. Some of the other newsmakers, and finally we saw some of the oil marketing companies active in trade today, and that was largely on account of the fact that there has been a petrol and a diesel price hike that has been undertaken, so IOC was upbeat. In trade today, South Indian banks put out a stellar set of numbers. Profits grew about 50%, and pretty much on all other parameters it was a great set of earnings. You had the overall asset quality stress, which managed to lower on a Q-on-Q basis. So yeah, it was a great set of numbers that the company did put out. Rain Industries, yes, that stock did come under a fair bit of pressure in trade today, and put a stop to kind of gaining streak that we've seen so far. So remember, in terms of the earnings as well, it was absolutely abysmal. That's why the stock reacted very adversely on Friday, and then there were some block deals as well with some key funds selling out. So Rain Industries was under pressure in trade today. Mid and small cap shares are bleeding. Oh yes, indeed they are. What's the view for the long haul? Well, difficult to really predict a direction, but remember, you've also seen a one-way rise, so you are seeing some sort of profit booking as well kicking in for the broader end of the market. So yes, did come under acute pressure and trade today. We'll have to see whether or not this kind of a trend continues. It does remain fairly stock specific as well. Majesco, and again another company which put out its numbers, and it is a fairly strong set. We had Blue Star as well, which delivered its earnings, and then the star of the day when it comes comes to earnings, no doubt will age well. What a stellar set of numbers, especially with that volume growth. 11%, and I think that's going to be a big takeaway for the stock firm tomorrow because it was a very encouraging set of numbers. Profits were healthy, top line growth was strong, and you can't really compare the individual segmental growth largely on account of the excise duty component, but nonetheless very strong. Dish TV, well, there's no view right now, but I think the next key trigger is going to be what they deliver in terms of earnings. And remember, it's going to be a bit crucial because it's going to be the combine of Videocon D2H and Dish TV delivering their numbers. So I don't know if it'll be exactly comparable on a year-on-year basis. But yeah, we are seeing perhaps losses could lower, but that is going to continue and be a little bit of a stress point for Dish TV. The overall ARPUs are seen just higher by about 1% on a sequential basis. So yeah, it's not expected to be the best set of numbers, and that I think would be a key focal point. View on the aviation sector as a whole, well, I think that a lot of factors are really not, particularly the way crude oil prices are shaping up. That is going to be a key focal point given that it's been on the rise, so that's really not been working well. So you also saw that even when Interglobe Aviation came out with its numbers, there was a lot of issues with respect to some of the aircraft, kind of profits it delivered was lower by 75% on year, and whether or not we can buy the fact that the management is talking about a recovery, I think that still remains to be seen. Right now, doesn't seem, one really doesn't know if we can. So what's going to be crucial for the markets from here on is definitely going to be the way crude oil prices shape up, more details with respect to the outcome of the overall elections, how the overall domestic, the domestic macros, for instance. Today we have the CPI numbers. The market's going to be utterly contingent on that, but yeah, it's important to monitor. And as well as looking at the overall outlook from what emerges from overseas and how the global markets react. Earnings season as well is going to be fairly crucial. Thick bang on in the middle of it, a lot of stocks and companies reacting to their numbers, so that's going to be important for the markets to monitor. But for now, today I think we could take heart from the fact that at least for the frontline index 10,800 was maintained, although the broader end of the market, as I said, was a complete different story. But by and large, market experts are alluding to the fact that the trend does seem fairly strong in the equity markets. That it's a wrap. Thanks guys for watching. Do share and comment on the video.